Hello, welcome to my political life video blog. Just remember, this is a warning for all of you. Don't you ever get rid of me, and don't you ever get rid of my political life video blog, because I'm going to tell you something, and it's very serious to you, for your information. Because last night on my television show on Fox, you know what, and you know it very well. Chris Hahn is a Chuck U. Schumer friend, and he's a stupid liberal talk radio show host. You know why? Because I blasted Chris Hahn in the face. And while I'm at it, I'll explain this on you guessed it, tomorrow on the Blaze Radio Network. You know why? Because Chris Hahn is a no good for nothing snake in the grass buffoon. And you know darn well. That's why I got Chris Hahn very hard. That's why. You know, I knocked Chris Hahn in like a punching bag in the face. So you know what I'm talking about. And so was Stan Bonagino from CRTV and Secret Service agent. And I bet he's also an author. I think he wrote a new book. So you gotta trust me about that. So who knows? But anyways, because you might think you're so smart about that he agreed that to fund the border wall to prevent the shutdown. One of Chris Hahn's favorite friends is, Chuck U. Schumer. And this is what happens you don't even know about this one. Because why in heavens on earth that Chuck U. Schumer took the Senate floor to explain the concessions that he just made with President Trump earlier that day. And earlier that day, and you know why? Because he claimed to fame at a time like this. And for your information, I didn't know it at all. Period. So if and when, because everybody else can civilize about what did Chuck U. Schumer claimed, I'll tell you what he claims. During his speech, he has meeting over, you guessed it, Trump, over cheeseburgers. Sounds like Wimpy from Popeye the Sailor Man cartoon strip. Because everything else he was civilized about the White House earlier in that day. Because Chuck U. Schumer said it lengthily and substantially, discussing what the government has to open this way. And you might think it's so smart about the top Senate Democrat explains to this one. Quote this from the New York Times. Quote this from the New York Times. Which I believe, because in exchange for strong DACA protections, I regularly put the border wall on the table for discussion. Oh, really, huh? And you might think it's so smart, but the deal is finished? No, it's not over. Because you thought it was not enough to entice, President Trump to finish the deal? No. You're wrong. This is for your information. You tried to have the claim to fame inside the Senate floor. And there's another striking deal for this different story according to the New York Times. So what did the report said about this one? Well, according to this, Chuck U. Schumer has to agree to discuss the possibility of the wall if Trump has conceded on DACA and his other demands first. So stupid. So stupid because anything else can be civilized about the border of southern Mexico and others. Because, in exchange about the president has to agree to support legalizing young immigrants. About this. This is so dumb. This is so stupid of yours. Yours. I bet. And it says, I bet that you, Chuck Hugh Schumer, had a problem. You need a problem. Completely. So, what did everybody says about this one? Because last Friday evening, as I said on my radio show on the Blaze Radio Network, and so is the Blaze Newswire on the Blaze Television Network, that you know who, that the Trump and the GOP got everything he wanted first, and it was a close-the-door meeting. And that's why the Senate Democrats try to accuse Trump for moving hard right, and that's why it could be a striking and a deal to close the memo. To close the memo, as Sean Hannity says this, to close the memo, as far as we're concerned. Now, quote this from Sarah Huckabee Sanders, White House press secretary and daughter of Mike Huckabee. Oh boy, she's good. Quote this: Senate Democrats own the Schumer shutdown. Oh Lord, Schumer shutdown. Oh wow, that could be, interesting. Is it? Interesting, is it? But not only that, that's why I talk to, you guessed it, Anthony Scaramucci and Felipe Reigns, a Democratic, belongs to Hillary Clinton, on my television show. And everybody knows the truth, and the dark truth is this: life doesn't get you nowhere. And what about I talked to Lou Dobbs from Lou Dobbs Tonight on Lou Dobbs Tonight? Yeah, Lou Dobbs on Fox Business Network, and that is why everybody knows it makes perfect sense about this. Because 1 year ago, on my opening thoughts last night, on this television program, because everything else can be civilized about 1 year ago, President Trump made a promise, and that's why he did. That's why he did. Now, I have no objection whatsoever. Now, Chris Hahn, I don't know. I know Chris Hahn because I try to battle him on purpose. Battle Chris Hahn. So is Dan Bonaccino, as far as we're concerned. As far as we're concerned. Listen to Chris Hahn's filthy mouth of his. I want you to listen to Chris Hahn and see what I'm coming from. And you know why, because Chris Hahn is stupid, such a telling lies all the time. Lies all the time, this and that, whatever happens. Lies whatever happens. Ever happens to you. Listen to this from Chris Hahn.
Who is calling it the Schumer shutdown? It's the
Oh, shut up. Shut up.
President Trump himself, Judge, said that nobody's going to blame the leaders in the Senate and the House. They're going to blame the president when Obama had a shutdown. Now, the president, what I would advise the president is he get all the parties into the White House tonight, put on a pot of coffee, lock the doors, and stay there until they have a deal. He's supposed to be this great deal maker. Let's see him make that deal.
Now, let me put this right for you. Let's see you make that deal. What is this? What the hell are you talking about? I told you. I blast you. And you try to make this deal? What are you talking about? You've been watching too many Let's Make a Deal game show with Wayne Brady, as far as we're concerned. Dan has some obligations for you after I trash you first. So, Dan, if you don't mind, say it.
Gosh, Judge, where do you start with Chris? You know I love this guy. Chris is a nice guy. Love you too, Dan. You know that. So clueless on this. It is beyond belief. Who's calling it the Schumer shutdown? Chuck Schumer. Chuck Schumer's calling it the Schumer shutdown. Let me, Chris, I'm being very serious here, Chris. You work for Schumer, right? Dad. Yeah, he did. I did. Okay, so we got that. You did work. So you understand that there's this filibuster process, correct? I absolutely understand there's a filibuster process.
Chris, shut. You own this guy, haven't you? And now look what you've done. Do I supposed to say these famous last words to you, Chris Hahn? I bet the school bell ring says, enough. This is what you always done, Chris Hahn. And you didn't even fit the narrative, do you? Because I would say this to your fat face. A fat face, because you will learn the hard way on my radio show tomorrow night, only on the Blaze Radio Network. Dan Bonagino was right. You, Chris Hahn, need to wake the hell up. And give me one good reasons why. Because you, Chris Hahn, are such a snake in the grass. Yeah, that's right. You try to deny it. You didn't, and you didn't even tell the truth. You tell lies. You tell lies. Yes, L-I-E-S. Lies. You didn't get it in your thick head, do you? Because the more on my political life video blog story, and I'll analyze this later on. That is tomorrow on the Blaze Radio Network, on my radio show. These three little words comes right out of your own mouth. And that is pathetic, and that is a dishonest, and that is a stupid thing to do. You wishful thinking idiot. And you're gonna do this my own way. You just have to wait and see about this on my radio show tomorrow night on the Blaze Radio Network, and the end will be that you, Chris Hahn, be in big trouble as far as we're concerned, as always. Could be civilized. How go you gonna? Because let me put this away for you. Chris Hahn needs to be dunced. That's all I can say. And that is my political life video blog story. And I'm sticking to it. And I'm not done with you, Chris Hahn. You are going to be in trouble as far as we're concerned for now. Case closed. Scram.